One of the commonest questions patients ask is how much does an IVF cycle cost? And obviously, when they're shopping around for an IVF clinic, this is a very important factor to consider because IVF can be expensive and they're never sure when it's going to work. The problem is that lots of clinics play lots of games with how they define the cost of an IVF cycle. Now, what a patient really wants to know is how much is it going to cost me to have a baby? But unfortunately, that's not something which most clinics will answer. And they will sneak in all kinds of hidden costs, which means that by the time the patient finishes the cycle, they will often get a lot of sticker shock because lots of hidden expenses will only come up while they're right in the middle of a cycle. And they obviously can't abandon that cycle because there's so much sunk cost which has already been incurred. And that's why you need to be aware of all the games which IVF clinics play and be very sure that you get a complete and a detailed itemized listing of how much you're going to spend up front. This is why having a packaged cost can be so helpful because there are no hidden expenses. And equally, this is where a shared risk option can be so helpful because patients are then putting a cap on their emotional exposure as well as their financial exposure, which is why these programs have become extremely popular. Want to find out more about how much you actually end up spending for an IVF baby? Please feel free to email me and I'll be more than happy to help.